I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess and I am a prince. Mom said I'm an angel sent down from the sky. My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome strong as me. A true hand doge is my tendency to approach, but I'm his little soldier, hot to foil free. My mommy says I'm a miracle. All the my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day got off the umbilical cord, it's been clear disappeared for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a precious ballerina. She has never seen a prettier ballerina. She says if I can, I gotta cut down on the cream. But I'm a ballerina, so give me more cake. She's clearly more emotionally developed than her peers. You honey, look at mommy. I think she would. Let's take another. Have you seen his scoreboard? He got a C on his report. What? We'll have to change his school. His teacher's clearly falling short. So Larry says, might she be a little brighter than her class? She's definitely advanced. Take another. My mother says I'm a miracle. Like in my face is plain to see. Ever since the day got chopped, the umbilical cord, you can clear disappear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle. And it's shiny as a miracle. You can be yours in a miracle lasts.
My mummy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a ball. My mummy says I'm a jumped up little jam. And kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Dad says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Sir, that's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Hang on.
Look at this. She's reading a book. That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'm gonna call you straight back. I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this.
What about me? I've got a whole house to run. Dennis will microwave themselves, you know. Well, I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of this evening.
But I'm going to make us rich.
How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessman. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband is going to sell them 155 old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not bad. They'll break down. And what about the Russians?
Bear, listen to the boy.
I'm a girl?
Bear does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is thank heavens Michael has inherited his old man's brains. Asa?
Michael.
Well, I shall take the money when it earns and I shall spend it, but I shan't enjoy it because of this despicable way you've spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
But that's not fair.
You're off to school in a few days, and I know your headmistress, Agatha Trenchbull. Scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's going to do to a horrible little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say, subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do, we're told, but surely. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. And if you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. And if you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Platinum blonde hair dye. Extra strong. Keep out of reach from children. Oil Violet's hair tonic for men. Yep.
Man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means a good brain.
Henry, your hair, it's green.
My screen!
Why on earth would you do that?
Well, maybe you used some of Mummy's crooks eye by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
My hair, my lovely hair. I've got my deal today at the Russians. What am I going to do?
I know what you could do.
What?
You could pretend you're an elf.
What are you talking about, you fool? The boy's a loony.
Mum, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better.
Matilda, lovely to see you in the library again.
Yes, I mean, my mum wants me to stay with her, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like you tell me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. That's a hint, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an anthropologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around.
Kings, queens, celebrities, and even astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but to see their love for one another.
Which was so deep that it was said that cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house.
And although they loved each other, they were sad.
We have everything, everything, but the one thing.
We do not have a child.
Their sadness overwhelmed them so much that work became the only place they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So, they decided to perform the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed. It is called the Burning Woman, hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects,
Caught by the man locked in the cage.
and is the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is our destiny.
Well, what happens next?
I don't know yet. Bye, Mrs. Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school?
I'm a miracle. I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel.
So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess? You will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I've been trapped inside this cage for ages. This prison cell. But if I try, I can remember back before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. The girl was curious, so innocent I asked 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer, listen up and I will teach you a thing or two. You listen here, like you be punished so severely if you step out of line, and if you cry it will be double. You should stay out of trouble and remember to be extremely careful.
Why? Didn't you hear what we said?
Just you wait for his end.
What is ed?
Physical education. It's Trunchbull's speciality.
My mommy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy says I will be the teacher's pet.
School is really fun, according to my mom. That's the alphabet.
The alphabet, you've got to learn to read, kids. And so you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess. You will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, can anyone read this?
Ooh, me, pick me, miss, ooh, me, ooh.
Very well, Nigel. Well, I think we better leave it there. We wouldn't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender?
Tomato?
No, but tomato is a very good word.
Yes!
Matilda? I can now read words. You can read words? Well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences. Because basically a sentence is just a big bunch of words, and if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books. You've read a whole book by yourself? More than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few. A few? What books did you read? Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Crime and Punishment, and The Cat in the Hat.
Be pathetic. Just knock on the door. Enter. Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
In my class, there's a little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood. Excellent man. Owns Wormwood Motors. Told me to watch out for the brat, though. Says she's a real wart.
No, I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Barbanatum es magitum.
Barbanatum es magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have you for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Trunchbull. Matilda Wormwood, genius.
Nonsense.
It is, in my opinion, that she should be 11-year-olds.
Miss Honey, we cannot just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules? Honey, rules!
It is, in my opinion, that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rule in my school. Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? No, 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 no! If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. If you want to make the team, you have to force the little split. The line. Sing, children!
Throw the hammer for your country. You have to stay inside the circle all the time.
And if you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness.
Tenderness.
Just force the little squibs to toe the line. Sing, Jenny!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to hammer throwing life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the valley, line and toe it, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out! nasty question-asking Russians.
Don't tell me we're not rich.
They took one look at the mileage on the first car and said that these cars were knackered. I told them that the mileage was so high because of a manufacturing mistake.
So you lied.
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you?
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
And what's this? Another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
No, it's a great book. Honestly, you should read it. I think that you would.
Well, here's what I think of your lovely.
No, it's a library book.
You showed the brat. Oh, I'm late for my dance lesson with Rodolfo.
Do we have any super glue?
In the cupboard. And while you're at it, why don't you stick your stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. And if you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. And if you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
Got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Matilda, do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's gotta hurt. All right, squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just seem to fit.
Well, I better hang around just in case they start to squeeze out a few things. I'm Lavender, and I think it's probably for the best if we're best friends.
Hide me. Someone poured a can of treacle on the Trunchbull's chair. Someone told her I did it, and now she's after me.
But that's not fair.
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you are squished.
They say she's going to put me in chokey.
What's choky?
They say it's covered in ultra substance there's children until. It's like with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you'd stood. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you cannot see squat, not the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth. Okay. So, when did this happen?
About 20 minutes ago. Why? Quick, she's coming!
Oh, quick, you better hide them! Quick, blazers!
There is a man known as Nigel.
He's been there under those coats. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour.
Yes, you see, Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. The sufferer falls asleep, often without any warning. So we put him under those coats for safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
Definitely.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet? Hello? This isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Thrift.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
What have I said about wearing pigtails? Very.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend. Wow!
Yes, sir. Completely different car, sir. Green here? Yeah, was National Green Hair Day in celebration of all the wonderful green things in the world, like lettuce and snot. Tomorrow? Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Now that's how you do. All right. I'm gonna leave this on. Looks like rain.
Who is it?
It's Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
I promise it'll only take a minute.
And if you must. This is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ciao. What? Who is this, babe? You know my interruptions due to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chutney?
Miss Honey, but as you know, Matilda is in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class, they aren't really expected to read.
Then stop her reading then. Lord knows I tried.
I'm in the zone, Mom. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
Look, Miss, I'm not in favor of girls getting all clever. Look at you, look at me. You chose books, I chose looks. Good day.
Stepping pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You are going to march and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so the great day arrived. Everything by the acrobat's sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic-class hammer thrower, and he loves nothing better than to scare the children of the town. Suddenly out came the anthropologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man looking at the cage, have been cancelled. No! Cancelled because my wife is pregnant. Hooray! This story does have a happy ending.
No. Just then, the acrobat sister stepped forward and produced a contract.
I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering, toilet facilities. Where is my profit? A contract is a contract. Both will perform on this day or off for prison you both shall go.
Well, what happens next?
I don't know yet. Bye, Mrs. Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
Matilda, so I'm thinking that starting tomorrow I'm going to bring the selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. And you may sit and read them while I teach the rest of the class. And if you have any questions, well, I'll do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, why? That's the biggest hug in the world. You're gonna hug all the air out of me. Where is Matilda?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Aha, so you admit it, do you?
Admit what?
This morning some foul carbuncle sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen, stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning. Standing up for the spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of, almost thinking of owning up. Maybe. I was having trouble with my tummy. You see, the Trunchbull's cake was so good, I scoffed it down too quick. And now it's beginning to fight back. See?
I didn't do anything.
You are a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you.
A huge wave of chocolate gas wafted from my mouth and into the full face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Belcher.
Yes, miss?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, I'm very sorry.
Oh, that's all right, as long as you enjoy it. That's the main thing.
It is?
Yes, Belcher, it is.
Well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful, marvelous. That makes me so happy. In fact, it gives me a warm glow in my lower intestines. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Belcher? Lost your appetite?
Oh, yes, I'm full.
You're not full until I say you are full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until you've eaten the entire cake. But Mistress will be sick. He should have thought of that before he decided to steal my cake. Eat.
He can't.
Eat.
He might explode.
Eat.
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't, surely can't, for the man, Bruce. He might explode, he's quite elastic. He is fantastic, look at him go.
Well done, Bog Trotter. Good show. Well, come on, Bog Trotter.
What?
Oh, did I not mention that was the first part of your punishment? Yeah, there's more. The second part, and the second part is choking. But you can't. Did you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? You?
No, please, don't do that. No, please, no, not that. No!
That's not right.
Matilda, thank God you're here. I've been dying for the next part of the story. I haven't slept a wink.
Mrs. Phelps, we're the revenge section.
Was there a child at school who's been behaving like a bully?
Not a child, exactly. Do you want to hear the next part of the story?
What are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed, the acrobat gave her husband a kiss.
Smile. We have done this 1,000 times.
First, escape from the cage, lean out, catch it in one hand, grab the fire extinguisher with the other, and blow out the flames on your specially designed before they reach the dynamite and blow your head off. Ah!
Sorry. Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air and hurled over the sharks with spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlock pinned open, the huge chains fell away, the door flung open, and the escapologist reached out to catch his wife and the child.
Oh, I can't look.
He grabbed her hand, and suddenly the hand was covered in foam before they could both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! The story does have a happy ending.
No,
No?
the escapologist used a touch too much foam, and the hands became slippery and she fell.
Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except for the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have her child.
Love our daughter with all your heart. She is all we've ever wanted.
And then she died. And then things got worse.
Oh no, Matilda, things cannot get worse.
I'm afraid they did. Because the escapologist was so kind that he never blamed his sister for what happened. In fact, he asked her to move in and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she did anything wrong, but always in secret so the escapologist never suspected a thing.
Let's call the police!
Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
Oh, right, just, of course. I better go.
gather round. I want my family to share in my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a gal.
155 old bangs on my hands. How could I possibly make the mileage go back? I could very well drive each one backwards, could I?
Backwards.
When suddenly I had the most genius idea in the world. I grabbed the drill. Using my incredible mind, I attached it to the speedometer in the first car, turned it on, and whacked it into reverse.
Backwards.
Exactly. Within a few minutes, I'd reduced the mileage to practically nothing.
Backwards.
10 minutes later, the Russians show up. Expensive suits, dark sunglasses.
Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on program last night.
That was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Fantastico! Now be able to afford Rodolfo all day long.
But they've trusted you and you've cheated them.
What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go down to that school and I'm going to tell your teacher you're never to be let in again.
But no.
And if she does, I'll have her fired. And you will never read another stinking book as long as you live, young man.
I'm a gal.
Now go to your room, you nasty little creep.
The little girl suffered in silence, not saying a single word about the evil aunt's bullying, which led her to even greater cruelties, until one day she exploded.
You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep.
The aunt beat her, threw her into a damn dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out.
Had I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I forgot the one thing that matters most to me. I love you so much and I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
But when the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts came to the acrobat's sister.
Bullying children is her game, is it? Then let's see what she does when she stands to the wrath of a grown man.
But little did she know, that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
Not on my watch. There's an age for reading and an age for being a filthy, nasty little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bug Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, but Bug Trotter here is a good toad.
Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But, Miss Trunchbull, no one was speaking.
When I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where's my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you. Flabby. Disgusting. Revolting. I said, I think it's time we toughened you all up with a little phys ed. lovely has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking. Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It is the bouquet of dissent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and this ad will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. Bits of this ad will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. With uncertain sense of intent, the reek of freedom that's in protest, the fucking defiance, the odor of who, the walk of anarchy and progress.
Please, miss, please.
Once we've exercised these feelings, they shall be too poof for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Discipline.
Children who aren't listening, now Miss I need a tissue is an issue with it. No mystery to mastering the art of clash of mistressing is discipline. Smell of rebellion, the stench of the reek of repressive protest, the science, with of resistance, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Let's bring this odor home.
The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, a whiff of resistance, the fog of dissent.
And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is quashed, till discipline has washed this sickening stench away.
Look what I found, a newt. I'm gonna put the newt in trunk.
Quiet! Mrs. Trunchbull, this isn't teaching. This is just cruelty. That is because you, Miss Honey, are weak. You are pathetic. In fact, you are a sniveling little newt. You! Cockroach, you did this, you vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
Oh, no, stop!
Leave him alone, you big fat bully!
How dare you? You are not fit to be in this. You ought to be in prison, in the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you strapped out onto the front of a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall.
Have you ever wondered what I have about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red? I'm not sure if I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different than some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind unbidden, these stories delivered to me fully written, until everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting. The noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mum and the telly and the stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light, and the burning inside me will usually fade if it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, my heart is pounding, my eyes are burning. Suddenly, everything
And I tell you there's no lake that I shall not go, no punishment that I shall not. What's it? It's new. It's heading. I've got my niggas. I've got a new my niggas. Yeah. I'm so tired. You can all go home.
Yay!
Matilda,
Watch. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
how would you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is? The thing with my eyes?
Well, I cannot say I know for certain. All I know is that it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in the head for all my brain, so they have to like squish out through my eyes?
No, but something like that. I've met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he perhaps have a daughter as clever as you?
Yes, he's always saying, Matilda, I'm so proud to have a daughter as. That's not true, Miss Honey. He's not proud at all. He says I'm a nice creep.
I see. Well, here we are, home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am. Very.
They don't pay teachers very much.
They don't actually, but I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt. But one day, I was out walking, and I came across this beautiful old shed, and I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. My father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind, but when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you can hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny for looking after me all those years. She even produced a document saying my father had given her his entire house.
But did she really just do that? Give her his house?
I cannot say I believe that. Just like I cannot believe that he would have just killed himself, which is what she said happened.
Do you think that she did him in, Miss Honey?
I cannot say for sure. All I know is that years of being bullied by that woman made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
Let's go to the police.
Matilda, we can't. Besides, we have no evidence, and my aunt is a much respected.
Who is she?
Matilda.
Who is she?
Matilda.
Who is she?
It's
Miss Trunchbull?
Yes. Today, this class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any one of you who gets one answer wrong shall go to Choki. What are you looking at?
You.
Spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's very good at teaching.
You. Stand up, turn around, and spell the one thing that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G.
Revolting.
I've just taught them with kindness and love and respect. That's all.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You. Stand up, turn around, and spell. Emma shall accept your call to Moses.
That's not a real word. You just made that up.
Spell or go to Choki. I should warn you, it has silent letters. I'm so sorry. That was a silent C. You're going to Choki.
Cat. C-A-N. Cat.
What?
You have to put me in Choki too, miss.
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog.
And me. Table. S-A-B-S-Y. And me. You can put us all in Choki, but not in G-A-T-T-B-L.
Miss, you can't put us all in Choki. You have to put me in Choki too. Guess what? I have Chokis for every single one of you.
Look, there's writing on the chalkboard. Agatha. This is Magnus. Give my Jenny back her house. Then leave, or I
a letter turned up, saying that I was now the owner of the beautiful old house that belonged to my evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. The trophies were immediately closed and a new teacher took over.
And the name was Miss Honey, and it was often said it was the best school in all of the land.
Matilda was never again able to use her powers. It was because she said she no longer had a need for them, but she was still stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names.
Don't stand there gawping. We're going to Spain forever, and we're never coming back.
Spain, but why? Because this twit brain sold 155 old bangers to the Russian mafia.
They're here. Hide.
What are you doing to my legs? My beautiful legs! Where's your father?
I don't know.
The Warman is a stupid man and assumed I was stupid. Oh, and that is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, but I'm afraid my father's quite rude and very, very stupid.
You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't get to meet that many smart people like you. All the people I work with, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards. Hey, off of me, you little creep.
I can have one of my friends teach your father a lesson. That way one day when he gets out of the hospital, he will still be stupid, but not quite so rude. What do you say?
It's a very tempting offer, but I think I've had enough revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Quick, let's get out of here before they change their minds.
Wait.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. I would look after her with love and respect, and I pay for everything.
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
You just call me your daughter.
Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short on room, so yes.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms,
And hugged her.
and Miss Honey hugged her back. And they barely noticed as the Wormwoods,
Rodolfo.
as the Wormwoods and Rodolfo sped away into the distance, because they had found each other.
Yes, they had found each other.
All right, let's give it up for your fantastic cast. Give it up for them. Amazing. Okay, parents, you can go ahead. We're going to do a few photos like this, and then we'll let them come down here in a minute. So.